We are back for another video. Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. And today we're looking at some rare dollar bills that are worth money. So always check your wallet or even go to the bank and get some dollar bills and search for these rare banknotes that could be worth a lot more than their face value. All right, so let's start right into it. Now this is an older dollar bill. As you see, it's got a blue seal and serial number, and that's because this is a silver certificate. So if you have any of these, you want to look for what I'm about to show you. So you can see that the bill has definitely been circulated. It has been used quite a bit. If it was in better condition, it would have sold for even more money. However, if we look here on the right side of the bill, you see that star there? That is a star note, okay? But if we go over here to the left side of the bill, you can see that the star is not upright, the same position as the other star. And that is because it is an inverted star on the star note, which is really cool. So you see this star, it's straight up the way it should be, and then this star, it's inverted. So always look out for that on your star notes as well. This $1 bill from 1935 sold for over $400 in the condition that it's in. So not too bad, 400 bucks. All right, moving on. This is a 1969 bill, and it's pretty cool because it has a BEP rejection mark going through there. And you can also see that it's got a partial back to face offset. So we see that error taking place. You can see the design of the reverse coming through here. You see the green there coming through here on the front of the bill. So that is pretty cool. Always be on the lookout for different strange types of errors like this. This Federal Reserve note sold for over $140. Not bad for a $1 bill. Next up, this error. This is a missing print error. It's pretty obvious. You can see here on the right side of the bill, you got the green seal. Here on the left side, it is completely missing one of the seals. So that is pretty, obvious to look for on any type of bill, really any denomination. Always be on the lookout for those. This $1 bill sold for over $140. Moving right along to another 1969 bill, but this is a older $5 style bills. If you have any of these, this is pretty simple to look for. It's just a minor misalignment. You can kind of see how the serial numbers touching almost the Washington DC, and then here the signature here on the left side of the bill. So those numbers and the seal should be adjusted a little bit higher than where they're at, so it's just a misalignment of an overprint. This $5 bill sold for a little over $70. So nothing too valuable, but still always something to look for. It's gonna be worth a lot more than $5, so always look for those. All right, moving on to a 1974 bill. Now this is an inverted overprint error, and we can clearly see that the seal and the serial numbers are on the wrong side of the bills and they are upside down. So that is the error taking place here. You can see that the back looks, fairly normal. And this $1 bill sold for over 200 bucks. 200 buckaroos, not too bad. Next up is a 1977 $1 Federal Reserve notes. Now this is a misalignment error. Again, you can see that with the seals and the serial numbers, they're shifted to the left. They should be shifted more to the right, but that will give the bill a little bit of value. The bill sold for over 100 bucks, so $1 into 100 bucks. Hey, I'll take it any day of the week. Moving on, now this one might be one of my favorites of the video. This is a printed fold over error taking place. And here on the left, you can clearly see that the seal and the serial numbers are not straight. They're diagonal a little bit and they're not in the right position. And then here on the right side of the bill, you can really see that the seal was actually split as a result of that fold over that took place. So that is really cool. And then you can see that the serial number is up there going through the word America. So that is really awesome. I love this type of error. This dollar bill sold for over $400. 400 bucks. Next up is a 1977 $1 bill. Now this one here is something that you may pass up. You might really not notice this unless you're actually looking for it. And all it is, it's a simple type of error. It's just an insufficient inking error on one of the numbers, the digits in the serial number. So you can see here on the right side of the bill, It ends in 1C, and you can very faintly see that 1. And then here on the left side of the bill, you can see that again. You can kind of see the 1 a little more there on the left side of the bill, but that is supposed to be a full 1 in the green there. And then the C, but you can kind of see that it's faded out, and that is the inking error taking place. So this $1 bill sold for around $50. Again, nothing extremely valuable, but still 50 bucks for a $1 bill. All right, now this is very noticeable here. You can see at the top of the bill and the bottom, it's not cut exactly right. It's not printed right. We got an inverted overprint taking place here. You see the seals not aligned right and the serial numbers upside down on the wrong sides again. So that error will give the bill some value, and you can see that this one has definitely been circulated. I can't believe it made it out in circulation that long to get in this condition. But this $1 bill did sell for over $190. Alright, so if you have an older $10 bill, you can see here on the back, it looks pretty normal, but here on the front, you would never be able to miss this if you find one of these. This is a 1990 Federal Reserve note $10 bill that has that inking error taking place here clearly on the front of the bill. And that's why this bill sold for over $700. 700 bucks for 10 bucks. I will take that profit all day, every day. All right, here we go, 1995, getting a little more modern here. Now this Federal Reserve note, you can see here on the front, it's missing the seals and the serial numbers. And then here on the back, well, that's where they are printed. They are printed here on the reverse of the bill, which is very interesting. So always be on the lookout for errors like that. I know if people's not looking through their bills, you know, you could easily pass this stuff up. You just throw a $1 bill, you know, pay for stuff, and you're not really paying attention. So always be on the lookout for these, because these are fairly obvious. And this $1 bill sold for over 500 bucks. You don't want to miss out on 500 bucks when you can just simply just look through your dollar bills. All right, this one's pretty cool. Also, this is a 1996 $20 bill, and it's got a multiple impression error, and we can really see it here on the left side of the bill where that black seal is, and the A1, you can see that there. You can see that it looks, you know, doubled or tripled or whatever. It is a multiple impression error taking place, and that's why this $20 bill sold for over $150. Not bad, 150 bucks. All right, this one here is a cool fold over error as well. This is a 1996 Federal Reserve note $20 bill, and we can see this error taking place here on the left side of the bill. And basically when this bill was printed, it was folded up, and that's why you have that empty space there where that area has nothing printed on it, is because that bill was folded up. And you can see that the seal is split up as well as the serial number. So that is pretty cool. Always look for these types. I would love to find a fold over error in circulation. That would be amazing. This $20 bill sold for over $250. All right, here is a $100 bill. I know a lot of people probably don't really, you know, carry $100 bills around all the time, but if you happen to go to the bank and get some, here's a 1996 $100 bill. You see here on the front, looks fairly normal. It has been circulated. It's got a big old crease down the middle of it, so it's definitely been used quite a bit. But here on the reverse, I mean, you can't get much noticeable than this type of error. This is an offset printing error taking place, and you can clearly see the front design of the bill here on the back of the bill. So that is pretty interesting. This bill sold for only around 200 bucks. So, you know, nothing too crazy considering it's a $100 bill, but hey, it doubled its value. Not too bad for a $100 bill. All right, here is a $50 bill. Now this one is pretty cool as well. It's a misalignment overprint error, and we can see that taking place with the seals and the serial numbers. See the seal and the serial number here diagonally not printed on there correctly, and the same here. Well, we don't even see really the rest of the serial number here on the right side, so that's interesting. But this $50 bill did sell for over $3,800. That's right, $3,800. So that is a very expensive Federal Reserve note there. All right, so for this $20 bill from 2004, this one has a partial misalignment overprint. And we can see here on the left, it looks good. Seal and serial number looks good. But here on the right, the green seal is printed towards the bottom of the bill when it's supposed to be in the middle over the word 20. So that is pretty cool. Always look out for simple types of things like this. This $20 bill sold for over $250. Here is another cool bill from 2013. Now this is again another fold over error taking place. A little bit different than what we looked at before, but if we look here on the right side of the bill, you can see that error taking place and that little yellow strip, which is not supposed to be there. And here on the back, there we go. We can see that fold over on the one side of the bill. And this $5 bill sold for over $100. So not too bad, 100 bucks. Don't forget to go check out all my other coin and currency videos on the channel. Until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.